Every time when we tell you, have faith, most of you don't understand why must I have faith and how so. It says faith is an evidence of things unseen. Evidence, meaning faith is not the event itself. Faith is not the job, but it's the evidence. It's the evidence of what? So people are not arrested because most of the time they are caught in the act. The judge doesn't judge according to what? He's there when you are committing murder. He's there when you are stealing. But he makes judgment based on what? The evidence. Evidence to the real event that took place. Evidence to the real. So it means this piece of thing, or this video, or this love that we find here, it's an evidence that you were there when the crime was committed. It's not the actual event, but it's an evidence that you were there when the crime was what? So if evidence is the one that has made lots of people to be in jail today, why is your evidence not the one that makes sure you receive what you believe God for? No one is judged because the judge is there when it transpires. Evidence is presented to the judge, and that will determine the life, whether this person is guilty or not guilty, whether his life is going to spend it in jail or not, because of what? Evidence not being there. Evidence can change the circumstances or the life of a person. The way evidence is dangerous, there are people, I've realized that there are people who have not committed certain things, but because there was evidence pointing to them, they are now in jail. They are now suffering because of the evidence that was pointing there. It was pointing to them. That's how powerful evidence is. I don't have to come to you and say, you're going to receive a job at 2 o'clock this day. This person is going to come to you or what. It can, and evidence, it's a piece of what is unseen. It's a piece of what is unseen. You just have to take that piece and run with it. These people in the Bible who died, they were not sure of what they are dying for. You are not the first one to be unsure of what is about to happen. You are not the first one to be unsure whether I'm going to receive the job or not. The very Peters and what? When they were killed for the gospel, they were unsure because they never entered heaven and saw it clearly. They were told a testimony. They were given a testimony. They saw a glimpse. That's what Paul was saying when he says, we see in part and we prophesy in part. Even the word of God has come in parts that they don't show us the whole picture, but yet we need to have faith because that's the evidence. That is why a great apostle comes and says, we do not know what we shall be. It means it's okay as a believer not to know. He says, we don't know what we shall be. He's telling you that I myself do not know even how God looks like. Because he says, we don't know what we shall be. But one thing I know, that's the evidence. One thing I know, I have an evidence. One thing I know is that when he appears, so shall we be as he is. I don't know how he's like, but what I know, we will be like him. That's an evidence, a piece of the reality.